Hey, well, it seems like with all the changes going on in our society nowadays, you don't want to get caught going down with the old ship, with the old economy, and you want to jump ship and get on the new economy where things are going up, not down. I mean, all the traditional things in our society, man, what I see is they're getting smaller and shrinking, and the new stuff is what's growing. And most of us are old in this country, so we're trying to hang on to that old stuff when that's not going anywhere. Things like the internet and crowdfunding and shared economy and peer-to-peer and creating your own jobs and all the kinds of new things that are happening in our society. Man, and the old stuff, the classified ads looking for, jobs and going to banks for money and, gatekeepers that keep everything, to themselves and decide whether you're worthy enough to take advantage of this. When, man, with the internet, it's a whole new world. It's a new market. I mean, for money, you don't have to go to banks. People, peer-to-peer lending, lend you money cheaper than the banks. For starting businesses, you don't have to go to venture capitalists and fat cats. Crowdfunding gives you money without anything, without even a credit check. Because it comes from thousands of people, not just one fat cat making a decision. See, that's what's cool about all this stuff. The shared economy is you can make money out of an extra closet you have, or when you don't use your car, or just stuff laying around the house you don't use. The internet brings you millions of people right to your doorstep who want that stuff and pay money for it. Jobs that you could get now or create yourself on platforms where they handle the marketing, they handle the insurance, they handle, all the pain in the butt of doing something yourself, and you just do the work. Man, it's never been easier, before any time in the history of, I think, the world as it is now. Just do your own thing. And get it done easier and things like that. And changing the world isn't getting worse. In some areas it is, and in other areas it's getting better. So look for the stuff that's getting better. Take advantage of that. It's always fun to get when you're surfing, to get on the beginning of a wave to take you in, and you ride for a long time. Instead of you're getting on the wave at the end, it's at the beach already, and you're scraping for a little bit of juice to just hang in there for a little bit. And that's what so much of the old economy is going to. It's shrinking. It's not going to go away overnight, of course not. Just like my age, I remember when TV came and radio was it, and radio's going to go away. Now, say it's still here, but in a different format. But it wasn't the growth area, like the other mediums now. Now, broadcast television is going down, right? And everybody's watching everything on here. Sure, there's still cable. They're trying to get money from you. But they're a done deal. They're trying to get in the streaming business because that's where it's at. So that's why everything in your job, your career, education even, all this money we spend on higher eds is nuts, And you won't need that as much because most of that is just for a credential to get a job that you're going to hate. Now, they're not hiring more, they're outsourcing more, and people are becoming independent contractors more. I mean, now about a third of us, 33%, are independent contractors. We work for ourselves, and they expect in 5 years it's going to be 90%, I mean, not 90%, 50%. I mean, that's amazing. So half of us won't have a boss, but we'll be making money other ways. Now, that's cool. I think we'll live better inside if we have more control of our lives and what we're doing every day, and not the pressure of all this stuff, working in traditional jobs that creates so much stress inside and illnesses, I think, and all this kind of stuff. I mean, that's just my opinion, but it looks like that's where we're going. So take advantage of the new stuff. And what's another thing about the new stuff? There's no rules. You don't need credentials. You don't need a PhD. Maybe in 5 years or something, you'll need a PhD in peer-to-peer lending or crowdfunding. But now, no. Anybody. You just need to know where it is and start doing it. Because it costs nothing to try. None of this stuff costs any money at all. So start using it. Learn. So you can grow in the future, not shrink.